Like all the snow has finally melted. It has been so cold. Yeah, we're starting seeds. I started my tomatoes and my peppers last week. And I'll show you guys those things under our grow lights. They're just starting to pop up. Also talk about my grow lights in this video. All right, excuse the dishes. I am not even gonna try to pretend like I have my life under control right now, because I don't. It's springtime. Springtime is like the busiest time in my life, like ever. And so dishes a lot of the time take a back seat to all of the planting and the animals and school for my kids. So I'm just gonna pull out that stick. It's kind of big. After I got COVID, I could not smell for a really long time. There were certain things I could not smell, and there were certain things that I could. And one of my favorite smells in the entire world is a bag of moist earth. I opened up a bag during springtime. It was that spring, but I think I want to even say it was this last spring. Like I could smell something, but it was weird. Anyway, I don't know if anyone has had that problem. I can actually smell this dirt, you guys, and it smells so good. I've never started onions before like this. I've tried direct sowing them from sets. I didn't have very good success, but per MI Gardner's recommendation, he said to go ahead and start these around the time you'd start your tomatoes and peppers indoors and then transplant them out. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I am a week later, but I don't think it'll be a problem. We'll see. I do have a shorter growing season, so it might be a problem just because onions take forever to bulb up, supposedly. What I really love about these trays is the silicone bottoms. Here, I'll lift it up here. You guys can see. These silicone bottoms, because if you push up, like you see how that whole block just comes right out? Love it. And it doesn't break so easy, you know? So here's my grow station right now. I only have 2 shelves going right now. I have enough for 1 more shelf, but I haven't planted that many. I don't know that I will. If I do, I need to do it like today. But all of these are going to be onions. I know we are starting these kind of late. But according to MI Gardner, I should be okay. But I have my doubts just because I do have a shorter growing season, so that might be an issue. But nothing's coming up so far. It's only been a few days, so, you know, we always look every day, even the day that I plant. These are some that I just planted, I think, yesterday or the day before. And they vary from pepper, so like this is a habanero. And then there's also a lot of tomatoes. These are tomatoes and peppers. Everything you're seeing here except for like a couple of these. I'm gonna pull this out so you guys can see it. As you can see, they are all doing really well. Some of these are getting their first sets of leaves, it looks like. You know, like here. Let's talk about lights. They're just the cheapy shop lights you get from Walmart, and I have them doubled up. I paid anywhere from $15 to $30 for one of these lights. I can't remember exactly. I will take a screenshot and put it up on the screen right now off of my Walmart site so that you guys can get an idea of how much these are. So I just happen to have one of these boxes that they came in, and these are the 5,000 lumen 4-foot shop lights. They aren't anything like amazing or special. These are just lights that are built into the actual fixture. Or even if you don't get this exact one, what you're looking for is anything that is 2,000 lumens or more. The higher lumens you can get, the better you're going to be doing. Something to consider with lights. I know maybe you might be asking, like, why do they market these colored lights, like the red and the blue? Because these shop lights obviously aren't that, right? The reason why they do that, because plants require different colored lights for different functions of growing. So your blue lights are what is going to help your plant to germinate and to grow, and it does some photosynthesis as well, whereas your red lights are what is going to help with fruiting and with growth regulation. And then your green lights also help with photosynthesis. So as far as our needs for just starting starts, these shop lights are going to do you just fine. You're gonna get exactly what you need. As far as like a house plant, I would recommend getting colored lights to help with all of the different aspects, just because they aren't going to be getting that from the sun. But as far as starts, these shop lights are going to be enough. They're going to be perfect for our needs. So anyway, it's a cheap option for a lot of space of growing, and these have worked for me for the past 2 or 3 years, and I've been super happy with my starts, and my plants have always been very healthy. And yeah, so I hope that helps somebody. I will maybe even link the exact shop lights if I can find the link from the Walmart website down below, so that if you want to just click something and order, then you can. We actually got these chicks. We've had them for not very long. We've had them for a few days. So that when I got them, that I would need a larger bin for them. But I didn't have one, and I rented Walmart. Their bins were super expensive, and as I was leaving Walmart, my husband saw this box in one of the dumpsters of a construction site. So we grabbed it. And I think it's gonna work perfect. Just setting up, it's just this big box, just a cardboard box. And we just set up this area for them. Right now they're in just this bin. Alright, so as you guys can see, this is a much larger, bigger space, much better for these guys than that other bin. I'm so happy we found this giant box, and I'm hoping we won't have to get anything bigger. We might be pushing it, but we'll see, you know, once they're a little bit bigger. They're about 3 to 4 weeks old. We have 3 different breeds in here, and I am so excited to add these guys to our flock. So we have 3 different breeds here: Buff Orpingtons, Black Australorps, and Americanas. This little gray one right here, and this gray one, I think it's this one right here. Those 3 and this little brownish one right here are Americanas. And all these yellow fluffy ones are Buff Orpingtons, and then the ones with the yellow and the black and gray are Black Australorps. The reason why I chose these breeds is mainly for sustainability reasons. So the Buff Orpingtons are known for being a multi-purpose bird, so good for laying eggs and meat because they're a bigger bird, and they have a tendency to go broody. And the Australorps I got because they do well in our climate, and they are good egg producing bird, but they are also good for meat as well. Supposedly Buff Orpingtons and Australorps are super friendly. I honestly, like, when I've handled these guys, I've actually been surprised that they're not as skittish as other chicks that I've raised.
The Americanas I primarily got just for egg color, hoping to get some colored eggs. So they aren't really a sustainability thing. They're more of a fun thing for me. The plan is to cull some of our birds in our main flock right now. Here, probably midsummer is my guess, once these guys go outside and have been incorporated into the flock. I'm hoping that if I get a broody hen, I'm hoping that maybe I'll have her lay on some eggs and maybe we'll have more chicks, who knows.